everyone, good afternoon. It's Reuben here again. Hi. For those who are still walking around, guys, stop standing there, just come in. There's plenty of seats. Your legs need some rest. Guys, we are going to bring you around 4 countries in the next 30 minutes. Come on, 4 countries. Mongolia, Korea, Taiwan, and Cambodia. Within the next 30 minutes, you're going to find out how to go to market. You're going to find out what are some of the challenges and what are the opportunities in these 4 markets. So if you're in the B2B, B2C space, hop in right now and come on, sit down and spend the next 30 minutes with us. Hey, start already. All right, hi, good afternoon once again. My name is Reuben from FinTech Association of Singapore. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Now, without further ado, I would like my panelists to introduce themselves to you. And before you knew it, you'll realize that you'll be going on a world tour, or rather a regional tour in the next 30 minutes with us. Shall we start with Bambi, please?
Okay, yeah. Hello, everyone. And my name is Byambasuren from Mongolia, Mongolian FinTech Association. I'm CEO. And also I'm one of the members of the digital committee under the Mongolian financial regulation. So, and Mongolian FinTech Association established in 2019. So we are just coordinated Mongolian, all of the FinTech company. So today we have 21 members, and also we have in the FinTech industry almost 119 companies in the framework. So it's very rapidly growing in Mongolian FinTech industry. So, yeah.
Hi everyone, Dongpyo from Korea. So I'm just chairman of Global Alliance and Partnership in Korean FinTech Industry Association. So our COFIN has more than 600 members in Korea, and then I'm helping them their global expansion. Also, I'm just a board member of Korean AI Industry Association, and I have my company, Noel Bridge, who is helping AI and FinTech company to go global. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jaclyn Tsai, the Honorary Chairperson of Taiwan FinTech Association. I'm a lawyer, and I had ever sat on bench as a judge for 9 years, and I also had ever worked with IBM as a general counsel, and I also had ever be a minister before in charge of digital policies. So because of that, currently I assist FinTech Association to build so-called dialogue with our government. So we wish we have more friendly FinTech environment in Taiwan, and wish we can have more opportunities to cooperate with any of you.
Hi everyone, I'm Weena, Llona. I'm the Executive Director of the Cambodian Association of Finance and Technology. I am also the Group COO of DQD Consulting. And Cambodian Association, or CAFT, just to make it short, is actually an 80-member association recognized by the National Bank of Cambodia.
Right, thank you everyone. Guys, as house rule, once again, help me do my job. We do have a QR code that's available for you to ask questions, so the more questions you ask, the easier my job is. Right, now without further ado, maybe I'd like to open up to all my speakers as well. Help us understand your market. Maybe give us a very quick overview about what exactly is a FinTech landscape, FinTech market like in your country, and what are some of the opportunities that our FinTech members here who are thinking about can look forward to. Shall we start again from Bimba?
Again. And as for Mongolian, maybe today every Mongolian knows that, and Mongolian lives in a vast steppe, and also they riding a horse. So it wasn't almost changed since 600 or 700 years. But today is rapidly growing the Mongolian economy. So for example, today's Mongolian GDP economic so growing. So 6 to 7%. So it was very high, this percent, if compared to other countries. So, and the FinTech in the Mongolia is growing in the last 5 years. For example, and also government of Mongolia, they support for not only financial and also FinTech and technology. For example, 2 years ago, the Mongolian government, the Ministry of the Mongolian, like established and approved a new law, for example, and data privacy and also cybersecurity and all of the related technology and fintech also. And today and now we have an investment from the other ventures and international investors. For example, one of the case example in our leading company, they already raised the fund, for example, venture capitals and the seed from almost one company also and 5 million, 1,500 million, for example, one. So it was we are capacity and also capacity in human resource and also in technology. And also we have in Mongolia procedure we growing and there has a lot of demand customers. We have potential customers. Mongolia is the youngest country, so they have to demand for new products every year, and that's why fintech is growing rapidly in Mongolia. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Dongpyo?
As you may know, Korea is very famous for fast internet speed and then
Korean food.
Yes. Yeah, of course.
And
Korean food,
K-pop.
K-pop.
That's
so
right.
Thank you so much.
Are you going to dance for us?
Okay. So including that, we have, 95% internet penetration rate. And then we have half of people in Korea using 5G network. So meaning that it is facilitating the the fintech ecosystem in Korea moving very faster and then involving very faster. And also our government operate a sandbox program. It is very unique and then very powerful in Korea because Korean traditional bank and then financial sector keep the very strict and then strong regulation or guideline for the FSC regulation. But at the same time, government is operating sandbox program. So we have right now, as of today, we have more than 300 sandbox program for financial ecosystem. So about 200 company, fintech company is operating sandbox program, and then 70% of 200 fintech player are finally going to commercialization. So in that point, I think, even though it is very strict and stubborn in some regulation, but we are open to the market for the global as you're operating the very effective sandbox program too.
Thank you. And now from Korean food, I have to move on to Taiwan delicacy. Jaclyn, please.
Yes. In the past, Taiwan financial industries mainly support the supply chain of Taiwan because, most of Taiwanese company, 80% of them actually, they are doing export business. So we have quite stable financial services in the past. But now, financial services facing AI and blockchain kind of challenges. And as you know, maybe some of you already are aware that Taiwan is quite in the center of AI industries. 90% of AI chips produced by a Taiwanese company, and 90% of AI server produced by a Taiwanese company. So we do have quite focus on AI. So currently in Taiwan, you will see almost everywhere talking about AI, and we wish we can deploy most of the AI solution through every industries. And because of that, we do wish we can have so-called the solution, fintech solution provider, just as we provide supply chain to other industries. So that's one of the focus of Taiwanese government and industries. So we welcome to any of you, you would like to have a technical partners, maybe Taiwan is a good place to engage. Thank you.
Right, so for those who are not aware, right before FinTech Festival, it was a Taiwan FinTech on. And so that will just happen on Monday and Tuesday, and there were a lot of international interest in the conference as well. Moving on to my ASEAN neighbor, Cambodia.
Yes. So I'll give a brief overview of Cambodia first. So Cambodia is one of the countries that has dual currency. We have our local Cambodian riel and US dollar. Another thing of Cambodia is we accept foreign direct investment, so 100% wholly owned foreign business. That's what we have. For as low as $1,000 US, actually, in investment, you can now actually open a business. And when it comes to regulatory, when it comes to digitalization, the royal government of Cambodia has presented digitalization framework 2021 to 2035, which it means that Cambodia is moving towards a fully digitized country up until 2035. And under that framework is the FinTech policy, which supports financial inclusion and, of course, the growth of FIs in Cambodia up until 2028. So there is a huge market for FinTech industries in Cambodia. Digital payments is one of the biggest industries when it comes to FinTech. 2023 alone, there was around $75 billion worth of digital transactions. It is because of our national QR code, which is by the National Bank of Cambodia, which is Project Bakong. Because of Project Bakong also, we are now linking with a few neighboring countries. So when it comes to cross-border payment. But for opportunities, as I've mentioned, I keep mentioning digital payments cross-border. One of the key elements in Cambodia when it comes to GDP growth, which same as Mongolia, we are at 7%. We are one of the fastest growing emerging markets actually in Southeast Asia. One of the key growth factors of that is manufacturing, tourism, and agriculture. So anyone here who's a FinTech on that side, we highly encourage you to come to Cambodia, as well as ESG. Green lending, carbon credit market, it's very, very looking into Cambodia, please come. And additionally, lastly, is infrastructure. Based on FinTech we are working towards the strength of cybersecurity and helping when it comes to cyber fraud. So that's one of the key elements also that Cambodia is really looking into, finding businesses to support us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have just heard the FinTech market and the FinTech opportunities that you have in these 4 countries. Now, as we look at the opportunity, all things cannot be so positive. I'm sure there'll be some challenges as well. So what would be some of the challenges that you feel that from Singapore perspective or from international companies perspective that we should look out for as we want to enter your country? Maybe shall we start from Weena instead this time around? Come, Weena.
Sure. I think for us coming into Cambodia is localization as well as regulatory. I did say there is a regulatory framework, but it's still in its very, very young phase. We are still looking into fine-tuning the regulatory. So one regulation might happen this time and then it might be revised in the upcoming years. So that's one of the, I guess, key challenges. But to answer that is, if you are willing to come into Cambodia, you have to work really, really well with the regulators. That's one thing that you have to look out for. And then localization, our Cambodian language is a bit difficult. I am not a native of Cambodia. I've been in Cambodia for 7 years and I barely actually speak Cambodian. That's how difficult it is. I mean, I get by, but if you are going to create like an app or any local need or service, there has to be, even actually taxation, there is a localization when it comes to taxation. That is one of the biggest challenges. So working with, of course, local companies, local banks, and working with our association like us, we're here to help to guide you how to navigate these challenges. Thank you.
Sounds good. And in fact, when it comes to difficulty in the language, ladies and gentlemen, I have experienced before fintech companies utilizing it to their advantage because these are some of the natural barrier of entry, which once you actually make an entry into the market, it becomes a protection against your business or against for those competitors who would like to come into the market. Jaclyn?
Similar to just Weena just say, the most challenging is regulation. Because the tech is just changing rapidly, but the law and regulation always cannot catch up. So that's the first challenges we are facing in Taiwan. And just as I say, in Taiwan, we wish we can be a so-called tech solution provider. And also, we need to know more about other countries' regulation. So that's the reasons why we just have a FinTech on. We invite regulators from the world to discuss, what should be the best practice in regulation. And another challenge is actually, I think it's quite similar to other countries. We are facing increasing fraud in financial sectors, in society. So we need to have a sort of the solution to stop the increasing of fraud. So in Monday, actually, we discussed, we signed the joint efforts MOU to anti-fraud defense MOU, and that's the purpose. We have to deal fraud collectively, because most of the money will flow outside your country. So overseas fraud is a problem, and because of increasing of fraud, our government, I don't know whether in other countries, but our government will, when they are, so-called considering have a new law, they always think about the negative part of the issues. So I wish we can cooperate together to build up a safer environment for fintech. Otherwise, we always challenges from the policies. So the challenges is regulation. The challenge is increasing fraud in these industries.
Thank you, Jaclyn. For those who are not aware, we in Singapore always get fraud and scammed. In fact, the research has shown, I think there are a few tabulations being done, and what happened is that Singaporeans scam amount per capita, we are number one. And this is really one thing that we don't want to be number one in, but unfortunately we are number one in being scammed. Dongpyo?
So before I answer that, the question, I would like to one more highlight about the Korea. Very quick. We call ABCDE in fintech ecosystem in Korea now. A means AI, B means the blockchain, and C is the cloud, and D is data, like open data, open banking, something like that. E means EKYC, we can call like cyber security, something like that. So we are well developed and then very mature. But again, we have some small kind of issue like regulation, because our regulation cannot fastly catch up the technology and then with a better understanding. So that is just small things we need to just solve. And the other one is she commented about, we have the same hurdle, like the location. So far from the other Asian region, especially for Southeast Asia, plus language barrier. I think that is the most important and then difficult to solve. So of course we have many, for example, AI engineer and then people in ecosystem try to learn the English, but still not insufficient.
Thanks, Dongpyo. Bimba, we will definitely love to hear more
Yeah.
from Mongolia as well. I
Yes,
think it's one country
additional-
that I'm familiar with.
Yeah. Additionally, and we have the same challenge all of our countries, but I wanted to highlight from Mongolia. So, for example, and of course, the regulation is new. That we should collaborate with the government and also Ministry of the Finance and also Digital and Innovation. So we should that. But today, if you, someone who created in Mongolia, a fintech company or new like corporate, like you, maybe someone who created a company like by online, for example, registration and also payment in all of online. But if want to fintech operation, they should operate permission from the Financial Regulatory Committee. You should. It little bit, of course, the hard to difficult to the permission. Of course, licenses is difficult. And another situation is if want to be the great like establishment of the remittance and payment, they should permit from the Central Bank of Mongolia. It depends a lot of time, and also like challenges, of course, in Mongolia, we face today, all of our industry face the shortage of the human resources, such as and administration, sysadmin, and also fintech, like technology based in all of the employees. So, and as for fraud, like Jaclyn mentioned it, in Mongolia, like fraud, we in Mongolian FinTech Association collaborate with the police and cybersecurity police. So we collaborated all of the fraud, financial fraud, especially in fintech, and everybody we like and sharing the new fraud, like kind of. So it's last year we collaborated, and this year we enhanced our collaboration. It was very useful, very effective for us. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Guys, we are running out of time. So do me a favor. I would like our audience to have one tip, one big important tip for a go-to-market. What is the one advice or one tip you give to them if they want to enter your market? Shall we start with Weena again?
Sure. So partnerships, that's one tip that I can give. It works really, really well if you know or can be introduced by someone to help you navigate the whole Cambodian market. We're all about collaboration. We're very happy to collaborate with anyone. So partnership would be the easiest way.
If you are solution provider or if you need a technical team, please come to Taiwan. We wish we can work together and then go to the world together.
So I just same opinion, but the partnership and partner is in local is most important to solve the issue because the partner understand the regulation and then market and then technology. So, but it is very hard to meet the right partner. Why? Because even though they can meet the right partner, maybe they ask on reasonable condition or several type of negotiation there. So again, finding right partner plus a great negotiation, that will be very most important.
Sounds very good.
Yes, in
Bimba?
Mongolian is go-to-market. If you want to create in Mongolia, it's very, maybe in the price, of course, and the Mongolia is landlocked in great two countries, in China and Russia. So and also in 30% of population, they live in a rural area. So if you want to create a fintech company, you should maybe product more suitable and also localization in language, Mongolian language. It will be more helpful. And also in Mongolian population, they tend to use social platforms, so such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah. So if you want to promote that ad, so you can promotion by the platform. It will be very efficient promote your products. So.
Thank you. Now, it's time for Q&A. And selfishly, guys, whoever planned this question, I love you very much. Thank you so much. The question that we have here is, what are the challenges in your FinTech association and how can we help you? I shall take this one instead. We are all non-profits. All right, so non-profit means no money. So you'll be very grateful if all of you can join us as a member, pay us some membership fees, and more importantly, take part in our programs and activities. Guys, the community belongs to all of you. So the more we do for you, the more you take part, you make it a lot more vibrant. So this is just me. I don't know, this came out and I thought it was quite interesting, so I wanted to take that. So for Bimba, I do have one question for you, because someone specifically asked about Mongolia. Let me read it out for you. So it says here, how easy for foreigners to build a fintech company in Mongolia? Getting local talent, or can we get foreigners as well? And what kind of support is given for tax break subsidy? And maybe they also want to understand that from Mongolia, is there just only local demand, or are there also markets like China, Russia, and other Central Asia kind of markets? So from Mongolia, where else can you go to?
From Mongolia to go to the country, international, yes. Yeah, and also, we have a huge potential company in Mongolia. For example, most of the fintech company, especially in the fintech company, they issue the IPO in our own countries in Mongolia. So, but in the last 2 years, in most of Mongolia, a few 4 or 5 Mongolian companies, they already created a branch in international. For example, Philippines, in Japan, and also Singapore, and almost half of the fintech company operating in most, and the technology company, they operated in a company in Singapore. So I think it's a Mongolian company. They have huge potential of go to the international. They want to rise in international funding. Yeah.
Is it easy to get work permit? Are foreigners easy to work in Mongolia?
Work in Mongolia to the international. If international to Mongolia go to the created new company, establish new company in Mongolia. So of course it's possible, but of course you can create it by online in registration in Mongolian Registration Authority, and so sometimes payment to the Mongolia it's possible. It's by online. 100%, but registration to the fintech company, you should permit from the Financial Regulatory Commission and also Bank of Mongolia. It depends on the products, payment and lending and trust, funding and bond also. And in Mongolian fintech company, they also issue the digital bond and also green bond also. Yeah, you can if you want to create in Mongolia. All of the free available in Mongolia.
Right, thank you. Now, guys, now is my favorite moment where I ask questions that's not related to the topic. And I'm going to ask something very close to my heart. As foreigners visiting Singapore, name me one food that you like very much from Singapore. What do you like to eat the most from Singapore? Anyone?
Yeah.
I'll answer first. I like laksa.
Laksa.
It might
What
be
else?
controversial for the Malaysians, but yes, laksa.
Yay! Singapore laksa. What else?
And also,
Crab.
Crab. Chili crab. Black or black pepper? Chili.
Chili.
Same.
and also I like a soup, and I'll try all of the soup and the pepper and also nut and.
This is something new for us. Good.
I like soup in Singapore.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have taken you to 4 countries in 30 minutes. If you have any other further question you'd like to find out more about how to enter the country and what are the opportunities, please reach out to my esteemed panelists. Thank you.
Thank you very much.